On allegations of robbery, which he denies. Today he appeared before a magistrate court. Our reporter Umaru Fofana was in court and he joins me now. Umaru, what is this, the case against the boss, actually?
Hi, Kaine. Well, amid a heavy security presence around the courts today, the state called in their first prosecution witness, who is a pump attendant at the fuel station where the alleged violent robbery and assault was said to have happened. The witness said that on Sunday, the 12th of June, the hip-hop artist and his gang arrived at the fuel station, apparently to buy petrol. He said two of those traveling with him started insulting the lady pump attendant using expressions and words replete with expletives, to say on air. She nevertheless went ahead and pumped the 27 liters of fuel. The prosecution witness said that LAJ at some point got out of the car at the invitation of one of his travel mates and slapped the lady pump attendant, scolded him, the witness, and as he was carrying the sales bag on that day, took the money away and drove off without paying for the petrol. There was a police chase and he was arrested in the east end of town. The alleged incident had happened in the west of town.
And these are allegations he denies. What did he look like, amid the police admitting to have shaven off his dreadlocks as well?
LAJ looked a shadow of his former self. This is a well-built man with cascading dreadlocks. If you went past his fans now, and he has a huge fan base among young people here, they would barely recognize him because he looked broken down, he looked forlorn, with a very long face, and of course with the absence of those dreadlocks. So clearly, he is not the man. Even by the admission of the magistrate in court today, he looked different to what he's used to saying whenever he had been in court before him.
That's really interesting. And sort of tell us a little bit about him. What sort of person is he? I was reading up a little bit about his profile, about his character. Is he as controversial as what you read on the websites? Umaru? And I think we might have just lost Umaru there. We're going to try and get him back.
Hello, Kani.
Are you there?
Hello,
yes,
Kani?
You are there. Yes, we've got you back.
Sorry, I lost you there.
That's okay. I would just ask you about what sort of person Boss LAJ is. From what I was reading online, he comes across as a controversial character. Is he?
He is controversial, Kaini. He is a man. He's a very good artist. People say he sings very well. He's a good rapper. But that's it. He divides public attention sentiments here. Some see him as a god. Some see him as a devil incarnate. He was deported from the United States, after some trial there and some going in and out of prison. And since his return to Sierra Leone, he's had a running with the law at different times. There was a point when he allegedly slapped a police officer right inside the police station where he had gone to answer to some charges as well by the police. And then that matter was taken to court. 9 times he did not appear in court. The magistrate issued a warrant, for his arrest. He was eventually arrested. And it coincided with a very, profane video he had put out against a female broadcaster in the country. So he's a man who is very controversial in and out of police stations and all the rest of it.
Okay, and, talk to us about his supporters. Were they outside the court? Does he have them in big numbers, for instance?
He does have a huge fan base here. They didn't appear today around the court building because there was a huge security presence. But also 12 other people, mostly his fans, are also standing trial for alleged riotous behavior after they had gone to the police station where he was being held and they are now being tried. And the fact that you have this police presence would clearly tell you why they are not around. But they are very active on social media and they're even active along the streets of Freetown. They were not in court today for the fact that the police cordoned off the area.
Okay, that's really interesting. Tomorrow, no doubt we're going to be following this case very closely as well. Umaru Fofana telling us there about the case of Boss LAJ on the allegations of robbery, which he obviously denies. A fascinating character, which we will bring you up to date on that case here on Focus as we get it, and no doubt return to Umaru Fofana.